Hello. Oh, good, you're all back. All right. What do we got here?
We went up to Goodwill.
This is funny. He's still going, why didn't you wake me up? What do you mean, why didn't I wake you up? We did try to wake you up. You wouldn't get up. Well, could you have at least made sure that I knew that I was being asked to get up? Because I was asleep when I was talking to you. We thought we did tell you.
Is it all on there?
I'm telling you,
Oh.
they can't hear you from here.
Huh?
I'm giving them a play by play.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we went up to Goodwill.
And that's when
We
they
could
got a
go get the
divorce.
radio too.
Right. And we came back.
We went to
And
the other
Johnny got
Goodwill.
everything.
And then we came back and I was still asleep.
We.
Oh, he's still doing it.
I came back out. I thought I'd see you
Holy
spend
moly. Hey,
Monday,
Josh.
Monday.
I'm supposed to be asleep.
I
Look
thought
at,
we was
I'm
going to
failing.
Johnny.
I'm doing a bad job.
Are there people watching
There
in
are
the
people
chat?
watching. Oh my God, there's a lot of them. How's the chat room? I just got back on. Um, you know what we should do before I go to sleep? We should have this Josh and Mary show. I'm all set up for it. Okay. Are you busy? What are you doing?
Not much.
Are you staying down here tonight? Here.
No, I was gonna go back soon, I think.
Yeah, it was a good time.
See, I got 7 viewers. Plus, if we're being procasted, we got all those. Sometimes procasted again. We just don't know. We don't know because people are not in the chat room with us chatting. Or they could tell us.
There's somebody.
Somebody chatting?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Ernie says hey.
What?
Ernie says hey.
Ernie, you're back. Hi, I've been waiting for you. Have you watched me fail to try to sleep? I'm not even trying. Now I want to have the Josh and Mary show. I don't even think 99 knows about the Josh and Mary show because he hasn't seen the old episodes of Visual TV. He's missing out. Oh. Do you have any any curbside here? Look at this. You could sit on this. Hey Johnny, we got a shtick. It's we've done a show called the Josh and Mary Show for like 4 times. We're gonna do another one.
All
Can you
right.
tell me if the camera's pointed okay?
Sure.
You can be guests. We don't have our normal. You gotta be able to see us both. Ah,
Can I back it up?
yeah, yeah. And we have guests. We have guests. Do you
Let's
ever
do.
see Fernwood tonight? No, I asked you that. Are you gonna sit in that? Why don't you turn it over?
'Cause it's got stuff in it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say in case you have to, you know,
Think you done?
right on. It goes without saying, but you said it anyway.
It's already got stuff in it anyway.
You're so funny. So welcome to the Josh and Mary Show. I'm one of your hosts, Mary. That's Josh. Josh, were you at GA tonight? What did you think?
About what?
The GA, generally.
Okay,
Good
Josh.
point.
Somebody at the GA, not making saying no names, seem to think it's okay to take donuts from the pigs. What do you think?
Oh, I think that's all right. I would eat a donut.
Be careful what you're saying.
Munitions, yeah.
Honesty.
Okay. These are the same pigs. Keep in mind, these are the same pigs. What? Not the same pigs, but the same uniform that both busted up a vehicle. Vigil over here.
Same day as the donuts.
Same day.
So in the
Imagine
morning
that.
they give donuts, and in the afternoon somebody came and stole the vigil. Do we know who stole it?
Yeah, the uniforms.
Do you know which, like, if it was police or if it was the security or the people inside the Justice Center?
We're going to say they're fighting on the same team.
Okay, but you're talking about then every city worker. I'm asking you if it's the people in the Justice Center who did it, the security guard who did it, an individual security guard acting on their own, because that's not the same. Not that it matters, but it is a point of distinction.
Okay, security guard ain't a janitor, and
What about a janitor? Oh, you mean because they took stuff?
yeah,
Well, yeah, but they may not like the Justice League. A person may not like the Justice League.
right.
This could have been just an illegal act taken by a person,
Mm-hmm.
and we haven't found out who. Or it could be the police department. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So you said it's the same people who did the vigil, but you don't actually know that?
It's the same people that the same uniform. That's what I said. The same uniform that passed out the donuts represented the people that took the vigil.
Okay. We don't. Yet.
Who else would take it, man?
I just named like 3 different people. I don't know
The
yet.
Justice Center don't have security guards for one, but their law enforcement do work there and service that building, so they don't need no security guard. So same uniform represents the same thing.
All
And
right.
then you said a civilian off the street. Why would a civilian do that?
No, I didn't say a civilian off the street. I said a security guard acting on their own could have, out of a personal dislike for people over there, finding them to be a hassle of some kind or whatever.
Well, if that security guard is acting on behalf of the city is violating those people's civil rights over there in that
Correct.
lawsuit.
Correct. But I'm just saying, we don't know it was the same people 99 who gave the donuts yet, unless Tequila knows and they know. I'm surprised we don't know who did it. Somebody must know who did it. Of course, they did it when nobody was there. That was the point.
They were seen taking it.
They were seen.
They were observed.
They were observed. So it was the police.
It was the same uniform. How come that don't work?
Did somebody talk to someone about the abandonment of the property? Some people were talking about this, like who got word.
You're right. Somebody said it was abandoned.
They said it was abandoned.
Yeah. So they talked to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so it was the police. All right. Hello? So it was the police. All right. Anyway, Josh says it's okay. Eat a donut if you want. Or don't eat a donut. Eat a donut, don't eat a donut.
Hey, we're supporting The very people that thought it was a cool thing to take down the building.
99.
Insensitive.
Do you remember the Alec March? The big march that we had?
Um,
February.
I think so.
Okay. It was one of the best marches. It was pretty amazing. And it was echoed across the nation against Alec. And it pressured, along with other efforts, people like McDonald's to get the hell out of Alec and go reform some other sinister group to buy off politicians somewhere else. But nevertheless,
Is that when you guys made
yes.
the McDonald's with the McVeggies?
Yep, we serve food outside of McDonald's as an alternative to McDonald's, who is part of Alec. All right, so 99, do you support the fact that Occupy Portland protested this organization that funds private prisons and actually creates law to entrap people, profiling?
Do I do what now?
Do you support Occupy Portland in that Alec march? Do you think that that was the right thing to do?
Mm, it was a little big.
A little big?
Yeah. You know, I try not to bite off more than I can chew. I try to pick the battles I know I can actually win. And then get support and get support and then get support before taking on big ass battles.
Okay, well, they got the name Alec all over the United States. I think Portland raised awareness about that and it broke up. It actually disbanded after a lot of attention that month. It was a big deal. That was a big accomplishment. I don't know how much we had to do with it, but I think a lot.
I'm not trying to say anything bad or negative about it, but
Okay, well, my point is, a lot of people eat McDonald's in Occupy.
yeah.
It's the same thing.
What's the same thing as supporting?
You're supporting McDonald's after protesting McDonald's.
Oh, right, right.
Okay?
Oh, like at the Max, and everybody occupied the Max. Everybody said go buy tickets.
You can buy a ticket or not buy a ticket, but you're raising awareness for that march. Some people didn't, right? But yeah, that does seem kind of ironic to increase sales for Max that day, but whatever.
Right.
Okay, so people ride Max even though they're protesting TriMet. I mean,
Well,
you have one cop making a gesture for his own reasons, and we don't know what they are, but
right.
people accepted the gesture in as far as the transaction of eating a donut that was free.
Right. And then the flip side, you have the same cops making those decisions, and then somebody ends up dead. Police, police, a police-involved shooting.
I think I should do this. I should say I'll have this donut as long as you don't kill anybody on the street and shoot them in the back while they're walking away. I'll trade you. I'm just kidding. I
I
won't do
mean,
that.
if they're going to do something, then they need to do a better job at public relations.
It's gonna take more than donuts to buy off
It
99.
sure
You guys.
is. It's going to take more than
Were you
donuts.
here for that? Were you here at the time?
Johnny,
He was close.
Was he
I
right?
had a donut.
Was he right in range of the donuts? Did he know that there were donuts? Could he have had a donut?
Yeah, he could have.
He didn't.
No, he chose not
Pass the donut test.
that's the
What
donuts
if
up.
it would have been covered in bacon maple? Would you have passed the donut test then?
to. He already said no.
He already said no.
He would have had the bacon maple.
He would have had the bacon maple donut. No, really? He said that?
That's what he said.
All right.
No, what I did say, though, is that they are not bacon maple bars. So if somebody said
They were maple bars. Though.
they're maple bars, I said they're not bacon maple. They're not bacon maple. They're not bacon maple.
Yeah, you're right. Except they were given by a cop.
Okay?
So they were.
That's what I said.
Yeah, right on.
Well, there it is, folks. We have some
it's
that
not
will
gonna
sleep
take a
with the
hate
enemy,
donut.
and we have others that'll throw us a donut on the ground.
I wouldn't eat the donut. But I wouldn't have eaten the donut anyway, so that'd be real easy for me to be all pious about it. Take your GMO donut and your false peace offering.
Turns out those cops know where to get donuts. They were delicious.
Were they delicious?
Yes.
Traitor.
Yeah, so we had
Donut traitor.
we had this 80-year-old gal on that was here one time, you guys, and same uniform that passed out the donut, thought it was cool to give out donuts. You know, the same uniform couldn't even help this 80-year-old gal out. And all we was asking for was like some clothes, maybe, maybe some female assistance in getting this gal a shower, getting her cleaned up and putting some
Okay.
clean clothes on her. Well,
She had some problems.
know,
She was around the corner, right? Is that the
the
one?
officers, you guys, they got this division called Sunshine Division that gives low-income families that don't have a whole hell of a lot. It gives them a chance to come in, look in a clothing closet. That's a real cool clothing closet because, you know, the whole Sunshine Division is funded by confiscated goods. So you kick in a drug dealer's door, he's got all the coolest clothes and shoes and everything. Goes to the Sunshine
it's like
Division.
the DARE program. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a nice car you got. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have your kids rat you out for a little bit of pot and steal your car and drive
Mhm.
around with the Portland Police logo on it.
Yep.
Nice. So that's the Sunshine Division.
Yeah. Well,
Great.
how come if they're so
Great.
if they're so concerned about us out here, right?
Oh.
How come he couldn't come with no vouchers and say, hey, you know what, you guys? Here's a place where you can get you a decent shower, get you some clothes, some shoes, some socks. What do you need? But no, he want to do worse. He want to do what the city hall is doing. They want to fuck with your teeth, fluoride. Here, let's rot your teeth. You guys are street vermin. Let's continuously rot your teeth with donuts.
So what if you'd given us apples? Would you have taken an apple?
No, I wouldn't have took no damn apple. What
Okay,
is
so
an
it
apple?
didn't matter.
What is an apple gonna do? Nothing.
So, anyway, you didn't appreciate the cop reaching out like that because you don't think that he's sincere. What if Baltimore actually started to act better toward the people here generally and not hassling them?
That
What
would
if
never
he's
happen.
had some kind of change of heart? Because I know Lightning didn't feel like this was connected, but Baltimore complimented Lightning on his protest because he was yelling at Randy and Sam in City Hall. Or as he would correct me, peaceful protest, and it has nothing to do with it.
What?
But anyway, he did. Baltimore complimented.
Well, that's what Lightning said.
All right.
Because it sounds
So if
like
that's the case, then
he forgot about that conversation too.
yeah, I know.
He did. It sounded like when you brought that up, he was stuck. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
That never happened. You said it. You said it did. What are they saying, Fever?
There's some kind of line, legal or reputation or something, that he doesn't think that that's the way you would quote it, is that Baltimore liked his yelling at City
Right.
Hall. But that's what it was. So he can describe it differently, but that's my interpretation. So we have a cop who for some reason seemed to have turned a corner at the moment of appreciating the demonstration and maybe possibly opening his eyes. Or, like Lightning said, it never happened.
Right.
I don't know. So, that's interesting. What else happened at the GA? Mike and his 3 proposals.
Um,
Softball, right?
It's online. It's on the live stream.
Was there anything interesting to speak of? Hello.
what's up?
You want a cigarette?
You guys smoke.
Yeah,
We're
I
on.
smoke.
Oh yeah,
Smoke
we're
weed?
online.
I do.
You want this?
No, I'm all right. What do you got?
Huh?
Yeah, I'll take it. You don't want it no more? Right on.
Oh, cigarettes. Right
Oh,
on.
right
It's
on.
lighter.
Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, you look like somebody walking up here dressed just like her. Same height. I don't know the cat's name though, but we thought you was gonna walk up here and ask for the chick. She dressed just like him.
Is he older?
Yeah, he's older.
He was handsome?
Looks just like everything you got on.
You got jewelry?
Huh?
You got jewelry on? Maybe the hats and shit?
Yeah, he looks just like everything you got on.
That's my pop.
Oh, right on. And then his girlfriend, she dressed just like him.
She white?
Nope, sister. Hey, she looks just like everything you got on. She wears.
Really?
Yeah.
Like that.
Right on.
All right, you got
Hey, have a good night. Thanks, man. Huh?
You know that
Thought that
guy?
was him, huh? I thought that was him. The
I-
two that dress like that?
I don't know.
Oh, all right.
You're not talking about.
Yes.
Oh my God! Really? You thought that was Donnie?
Yeah, I thought that was him. That he was walking up just like him, all dressed like him. He doesn't dress. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. He doesn't dress like that.
When I saw Donnie, he looked like, as I quote myself, he fell off the Nordstrom truck.
He looked like that.
She has an army dress. It's
Oh,
pretty cute.
what's no? She
Lori.
when I first met them,
They were a couple.
yeah, they were a couple, and she was dressed just like him. He had.
Hey, by the way, we're uh, we're not giving out locations to people looking for women. Like if some guy comes up and says, "Hey, where's my ex-girlfriend?" Right?
Right.
Yeah, that was interesting.
What was?
Just like I said, like theoretically, if say Donnie were to come around here and go, "Hey, where's Lori?"
Right. I wouldn't know where she was.
I don't know.
I don't even know who Lori is.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm serious.
Oh.
That would be too easy for me.
That's right.
I'd have to look at him like this with a blank stare. You got to do better than that, buddy.
That's your blank stare?
Yeah.
No, I've seen your blank stare.
Hey, come over here and sing.
That lady, I know that lady.
Is she a wingnut?
Hey, 99.
Is she a wingnut? Yes.
She's a friendly.
Is she?
She is, but
She's a wingnut?
she's unpredictable.
Oh, okay. Like a wingnut.
Might not be good for sleep. Unpredictable. If that's the same one, I don't know. It might not be the same one.
Same wing nut.
Same wing nut. So you guys know we're gonna have a sign making party. If you are local, you can come here Thursday at 4. Did you see the materials? The sign? The new materials? We had a preview. Be here.
I think that's Liberty.
Just
I
see
hope not.
Jack with the particle board and the spray paint. brought over like a 3x4 or something big, 2x4 plywood, and real pretty finished looking particle board, and he's got some flat black chalkboard primer. Some of it's going to be just to prime it for painting. Some of it's going to be to make it into a chalkboard. So that'll be great. Somebody is swaggering toward us, yelling. What? Who? Anyone we know, Johnny?
I don't know. Looks like she's turned off.
Coming this way.
Looks like
Is the bucket in the way?
No. I just heard 99, you guys. So way, 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 way down there. Oh, they're looking for bus.
Maybe they're looking for bus 99.
No, 33.
33. A third of 99.
Yeah, 99 is a 33. It goes. It does. It's the 33 Express.
So are you doing the pdxtv.org at all?
I haven't looked at it.
What about your blogs? Are you keeping track of any synchronicities now?
No. Recording things lately.
Have you seen a
Online.
lot?
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's
have.
just all the time. So
Like
it's
what?
too many to remember. Noticing my breath very much suddenly, and then I saw those signs on the bags. I thought it was to say breath fresh air.
Oh yeah.
So
Mm.
What are you mumbling at?
Um, the Wowee. Hey, watching the JC demo and the vigil at the same time. Wowee.
JC
oh,
demo.
Jesse Haddon is streaming today.
Oh, oh my God! You guys, are you in both chat rooms? Can you say hello to the Justice Center and Jesse for us from the vigil? That would be so cool. Can you guys do that? Somebody give me a yes, they'll do that.
You guys didn't hear our song?
From over there?
Yeah.
Nope.
What a bomb, Mary. You
What?
requested a song and we sang it.
Who requested a song?
You there?
When?
Earlier?
What I request?
I Will Survive?
That wasn't me.
Well, we sang it.
Okay. I didn't hear it.
I know.
But I didn't request it. See if they heard me. See if somebody will go over into Jesse Haddon's channel and say hello from the Justice Center. Anybody say they will? That would be so cool. Like one vigil talking to another through a third party who's a viewer who's awesome. Like,
I'll go over there.
no. We gotta ask a viewer to do it through Jesse. That's the fun part.
I mean, I need to go find out who requested that song.
Yeah, okay, but don't tell him about what I just said, okay?
I won't.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
Time's ticking, people, because she asked you to do something, and you guys got to beat me over there.
Oh my God, we're on a timetable. Right on. So, any more synchronicities that you can think of?
Oh, it's very much constant. Yeah. It's,
That's why you were writing them down, though. There were too many to remember.
then it became like this very satisfying fact of knowing that. So
Prove it to you.
yeah.
And now it's just kind of the way it is for your life. There's like no synchronicities everywhere, and it's a special phenomenon. What's your blog name? Well, actually, your Twitter handle is Josh Maurice, Maurice, and that's important because in his description, he uses links to his blogs, and you can see where it talks about synchronicities, which led to the 2012 Novelty Acceleration Group on pdxga.org, which he's not really active in, but you can kind of catch up on this whole idea that there's something going on. Now, for him, it's blooming in the sense of synchronicities exist that did not exist in that kind of quantity before. Or something will happen, and then the very same day, you know, like Lincoln's secretary was named. Remember that thing? And which one was it? Lincoln and Kennedy. And Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln. That kind of thing happening all the time to this guy. Like way too much. And I had something else happen that told me that this was a special time, like focal point, something going on, which was my journal making predictions. That was weird. Hey Johnny, has anybody responded to my request? Nope. Come on, you guys, this would be so cool. You know, Jesse Haddon is actually ustream.tv/Jess, Jesse Haddon, double D-E-N. You go on their chat room and tell Jesse that Vigil at City Hall said hello to them. It would be so cool. That would be funny and cool. Have you had anything weird, Johnny, about 2012?
Not really. Except that if you take the last two digits of your birth date and your age, you know, so the year you were born plus your age adds up to 112 for pretty much everybody.
Unless you were born after today's date or before.
Right. Or if you're like 6, then it doesn't work.
But my ex-husband, he goes, you know, if you take your age and you multiply it by 4, and you divide it by 4, it's your age.
Every time.
Every time.
Multiply by 1.
Works 70% of the time, every time. That's from, you know what that is? Works 70% of the time, every time. I think that's what they said. That was, I love that show. Anchorman. They have Anchorman 2. Has that come out yet? I don't go to movies. I wait for them to come out on the pub screen, and I'll go then sometime, like $3. Like Baghdad. Baghdad's a very economical theater. But I have to sneak health food into the Baghdad. I do. I actually, since I don't drink, I also sneak non-alcoholic beer into bars and pour it in their glass and then hide the bottle in the bathroom. So cops, you can watch me commit that crime. I'm very specific about what kind of non-alcoholic beer I drink. So yeah, I'm a rowdy one. Sneak books into parties and read them. Did you ever do any pranks in school?
School.
Mhm.
Pranks in general.
Yeah.
One time on April 1st, I sort of arranged it for my roommate to look like somebody had stolen stuff from our apartment. He was about to jump.
That's good. That's a good prank. That kind of thing would startle somebody even if it was April 1st. That's the trouble with April 1st. That's the extra challenge of it, is that people are already on guard for that. I got fooled by an April Fool's joke. It was a magazine talking about how scientists had created a black hole in a laboratory. And then they were like, uh-oh, we can never move this building. This research facility now can never move. At least, I don't know. But they didn't make it sound like it was funny. It was more like, what are we gonna do? The world's gonna end. We should have thought this through. I did a practical joke. I did several, but I helped this guy. I'm old enough that we used to have film strips, except film strips ended in like 85-ish. And somehow in 1994, I had a substitute who still managed to get a hold of the film strip and make us watch. Actually, it wasn't a substitute. It was a regular, yeah. She made us watch this old, falling apart, horrible film strip that it was like 8 different days we had to watch it. And the first one, they always start out with some kind of Sherlock Holmes looking character and some loud, stupid jingle and title. And they were real crackly, and she always had to turn it up way high, which fed well into putting in the cassette tape of Rocky Like a Hurricane. That was a great moment. She screamed. She was sitting right there. Shout out to Chuck Pennington, having the guts to put my tape in there. Actually, no, that was his tape. I don't know what I did. I think I egged him on because I was a girl. I think that's all there was to my part in that. Probably no punishment either. For a guy I was flirting with when I was in 6th grade or 5th grade. No, it was earlier. I liked a guy. He wanted me to turn in my plate because he'd already turned in his plate. And I actually had to do it, so I had to hold my plate and turn in my alphabet soup letters arranged. And I said, fuck you, Munson, which was the scary dish lady. And I turned it in through that little slot just to impress this boy. And this bony hand on the other side. Ah! Busted. Horrifying. She's a horrifying lunch lady. Anyway, then she took me aside and she gave me a talk and she was really nice and she cared about me. End of my story. But I had to wipe a bunch of tables. I had to wipe a bunch of tables while she gave me lectures on boys. So. Hey, Johnny.
Yes. You got 8 viewers.
Wow. That's a record for the Josh and Mary Show. There are previous episodes of the Josh and Mary Show where we didn't have a facilitator. Producer, as it were. Johnny's the producer.
If we could get a little audience participation,
Oh yeah? What do we got?
if we could, we should get them to say something so we know what they want to know about. Do you have any questions for our audience?
Are you asking me or are you reading the screen?
I'm asking you,
Oh, okay.
but I'm waiting to read the screen.
I got it. I think practical jokes. Now, practical jokes might be difficult for you to write. So here's my suggestion. Those things take about 2 lines of text, kind of a standard line for a 8.5 by 11, you know, when you're typing. So the maximum that we can probably read is 6 lines. Actually, more like 4 lines all the way across an 8.5 by 11. Otherwise, it'll fill up the screen too fast for Johnny. But go ahead, write out a practical joke. Tell us if you've ever done a practical joke. We'll read it for the rest of the viewers. Give them some time. Is anybody else on Jesse Haddon's channel as well?
DV Keller is simultaneously watching JC Demo and Vigil. Wowee.
Awesome. So, DV Keller, would you tell Jesse Haddon that the Vigil at City Hall sends its love? And to Jesse, would you tell them that in their chat room? That'd be fantastic. It'd be a really cool use of technology. It's like a walkie-talkie, only it tastes like 4 people. Johnny, have you ever played a practical joke?
I'm sure. I can't remember one now.
I know you have, because you said some really funny things. And they're snarky. So that's the kind of guy.
I used to like pranking new bartenders in the bar, try and get them to call out people's names that aren't actual people, like in Simpsons episodes.
Yeah.
But
I did that on a phone at the airport. You probably get thrown in prison now. What did you, what name?
I forget. It was something off The Simpsons, though. It was like IP Freely or something.
Seymour Butts. I don't think that they're going to call out Seymour Butts.
Well, when you get a new bartender that's all frazzled, wait until they're good and frazzled. Get the phone ringing. Hang up a few times.
Nice. And then later, when they're broken down, he asks her for a date. It'd be, bartenders are always getting hit on. That must be
Might be the
horrible.
alcohol.
Do you think? I think so. Plus, there's a certain lonely magnet. Although they're also social. Depending. Do you like the movie Office Space?
Yeah, that's funny.
When he asked her out, did you see Office Space? He asked Jennifer Aniston out. She's like, no, let's go somewhere nice, like Chili's. But it wasn't Chili's, but you know, same thing.
Chutskis.
Tchotchkes was where she worked, right? Or no? Her
Flingers or something.
Flingers, yeah.
Oh,
Here's your. I got one piece of flair. Here's my flair. I saw a box at Goodwill. It wasn't complete. Didn't have the buttons, but it was a movie. Like, it had one of the mugs that was in the movie, and just some swag, like a sticker that said somebody's got a case of the Mondays. But it had pieces of flair. It actually had like buttons, and it had the jump to conclusions mat. I did not get it. Have you heard back from D.B. Keller?
nothing. There's plenty of viewers, just no one's saying anything. Which is fine.
It's interesting.
Oh, I got it muted. I'm just kidding.
You had me. Where's my Ernie?
Ernie said, "Hey, Mary and Josh."
He did?
Ernie Paul, 37.
You didn't tell me that.
It was there when I started, so I figured you already seen it.
Nope. You saw it? Did you see my... I'm going to show my sign again. Actually, I can't. Dang it. That thing is not moving. Oh well, it's nice.
Did you super glue it down?
No, it's a really heavy rock holding it there.
Right on.
I want to point out, since we have Josh, that you can go back and watch archives of Vigil TV. And if you're on the Ustream channel, ustream.tv/channel/Vigil TV with a dash in Vigil TV, go way back to One Hen, etc. That's a video name. It's way back there. And also see the highlights of father and daughter occupiers. That is cute. Who you're talking about? Your girl keeps asking what kind of stuff she says. And how she was on TV at the camp. They interviewed her and asked her what kind of world she lived in. That's a good video. You can get that by going to the right and scrolling down and pressing view all, and then there's archives. And then in addition, there's a tab that says highlights, and I put more and more highlights. And if you are not aware, I do a Twitter, and the Twitter will tell you when I put a new highlight on too. Some of those highlights are really cute. That way you can watch shorter videos instead of 3 hours of us doing that. So, but there's one called One Hen, and that is pretty amazing. And that's this guy. I'm gonna go to sleep. Night night.
Cut it.
Yeah, you want to stop and turn back on? Let Josh take you out of the credits.
Good night, all.